Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something that affects so many of us but is often left unspoken: loneliness and depression. If you've ever felt isolated, misunderstood, or overwhelmed by life, you're not alone. In this video, I'll share some insights and practical strategies on how to cope with these feelings and move towards a place of healing. Remember, your mental health matters. So let's dive into it. Section 1. Understanding loneliness and depression. First, let's break down what loneliness and depression really are. These terms are often used interchangeably, but they're not quite the same thing. Loneliness is not just about being physically alone. You could be surrounded by people, yet still feel disconnected, as if there's a barrier between you and the world. It's that sense of not being truly seen or heard, or that you don't fit in anywhere. On the other hand, depression goes deeper than just feeling sad or down. It's a persistent feeling of emptiness, hopelessness, and lack of interest in things that used to bring joy. Depression affects your thoughts, your emotions, your energy levels, and even your physical health. People who are depressed might feel overwhelmed by a sense of worthlessness, or they might feel like they're stuck in a cycle they can't break. They can feel exhausted, but at the same time unable to sleep well, or they might lose interest in social activities and hobbies they once loved. It's not simply feeling sad. It's a real, diagnosable condition that often requires support and treatment. While loneliness can sometimes lead to depression, they are distinct. However, it's common to experience both at the same time. They can feed off each other, creating a cycle that feels impossible to break. So, if you're feeling this way, know that what you're experiencing is real. It's okay to feel what you feel, and it's important to understand these emotions in order to begin the healing process. Section 2. Causes of loneliness and depression. Now, let's take a look at some of the common causes of loneliness and depression. Understanding the causes can give you better insight into your own feelings. Social isolation. This is the most obvious one. If you're physically alone or feel disconnected from friends or family, it can lead to loneliness and eventually depression. This is especially true in today's world, where people are often tied up in their own lives, leaving little room for meaningful social connections. Example, maybe you've just moved to a new city, or you don't have a close-knit friend group. You may start to feel like you're missing out, or that everyone else has deeper, more meaningful connections than you do. Life transitions. Moving to a new city, changing jobs, going through a breakup, or losing a loved one can leave you feeling like you're starting over alone. This sense of starting fresh, or having to build new relationships, can be overwhelming and lead to feelings of loneliness. Example, after a long-term relationship ends, the absence of that person in your life can lead to a deep sense of loneliness. You might miss the companionship, the routine, or the emotional support that person provided. Unresolved emotional pain. Sometimes past trauma, grief, or emotional wounds can resurface, leaving you feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from yourself and others. This can lead to depression, as unresolved emotions can create a heavy burden on your mind and soul. Biological factors. Depression can also be linked to genetics and chemical imbalances in the brain. Some people are more biologically predisposed to depression due to a family history of the condition or other factors like brain structure and neurotransmitter levels. It's important to remember that mental health issues are not just in your head. They can be caused by a range of factors, both internal and external. Recognizing the root causes of your loneliness and depression is the first step in healing. Now, let's talk about how we can begin to address these feelings. Section 3. Practical strategies for coping with loneliness and depression. So, how do we move forward from here? Here are some practical strategies you can use to start coping with loneliness and depression. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. The first step in healing is acknowledging what you're feeling. You may feel like hiding or pushing these feelings away, but it's important to face them. You're allowed to feel sad, lonely, or overwhelmed. Don't ignore your emotions. They're telling you something important about your needs. Example, if you find yourself withdrawing from social interactions or feeling a sense of emptiness, give yourself permission to feel that way. Acknowledging it is the first step to healing. 2. Reach out to someone you trust. Even when you feel alone, remember there are people who care about you. Reach out to a friend, family member, or even a therapist. It's tough to do when you're feeling low, but talking to someone, even if it's just to say, "I'm struggling," can make a big difference. Connection is the antidote to loneliness. Example, Start small. Maybe just texting a close friend or calling someone you trust. You don't have to go into all the details, but opening up can help alleviate that sense of isolation. 3. Create a routine. Depression often makes it hard to get out of bed, let alone engage in activities. But creating a routine can help you feel more in control. Start small. Get out of bed, take a shower, eat something nutritious. These little wins build momentum and give you a sense of accomplishment. Example: a simple morning routine like making your bed and having a cup of tea can start your day on a positive note. Gradually add more tasks as you feel ready. 4. Focus on self-care. Take time for yourself, whether that's through exercise, reading, journaling, or simply relaxing. Taking care of your physical health can directly improve your mental health. Exercise, in particular, has been shown to release endorphins, the feel-good hormones, which can help lift your mood. Example: go for a walk in the fresh air. Even a short walk can boost your energy and clear your mind. If you enjoy creative hobbies like painting or writing, make time for them. 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness and meditation are great tools for managing anxiety, loneliness, and depression. These practices help you stay present in the moment and quiet your mind. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Apps like Headspace or Calm are great for beginners, offering guided meditations that can help you find peace. 6. Challenge negative thoughts. Depression and loneliness often come with a flood of negative thoughts. You might think things like, "I'm unworthy," or "I'll always be alone." These thoughts aren't facts, they're simply a product of your feelings. Start to challenge those thoughts. Write them down and then ask yourself, is this true? What's the evidence against this thought? Example: if you're feeling unworthy of love or connection, remind yourself of times when people have cared for you, even in small ways. 7. Seek professional help. Sometimes, self-help strategies aren't enough. If you're feeling overwhelmed and unable to cope on your own, seeking professional help is essential. Therapists can help you explore the deeper causes of your depression and loneliness, and provide you with personalized tools to manage and heal. Example: therapy can offer a safe space to talk about your feelings, as well as cognitive behavioral techniques to reframe negative thinking patterns. Section 4. Healing takes time. Remember, healing isn't an overnight process. It's okay if you don't feel better immediately. Be patient with yourself. Each small step you take towards self-care and connection is progress. Celebrate those moments, no matter how small they seem. Also, know that it's okay to ask for help. Whether that's talking to a friend, joining a support group, or seeking therapy, there's no shame in wanting to improve your mental health. Everyone needs help sometimes, and that's completely normal. Thank you for watching today's video. If you're struggling with loneliness or depression, I hope you found some useful strategies and insights to help you move forward. And if you're feeling this way, please remember, you don't have to go through it alone. Reach out, talk to someone, and know that healing is possible. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on mental health and well-being. And if you have any questions or would like to share your experiences, feel free to comment below. We're all in this together. Take care of yourselves, and remember, it's okay to not be okay. Until next time.